Hello everyone, Joe Neat, Executive Producer on Sea of Thieves with another weekly dev update. So as I talked about last week, we've addressed some issues with both Tall Tales and Arena, kind of based on some bugs that were reported to us and some feedback from players. So I'm just going to talk through what's coming in the update today. So starting with Adventure, the kind of main thing that we've addressed is there were a number of issues with some of the Tall Tales that when you were kind of migrating or when certain circumstances were happening, the tails were failing to complete properly. So we believe we've addressed those now. We've kind of tested in Insiders, and this is now coming out in the update today. So yeah, hoping we've resolved all of the major issues here. If you do come across anything, please let us know via our kind of support channels. So the SOT support Twitter handle, or submit a ticket at seaofthieves.com. Alongside that, the curse, once you manage to complete all the commendations for Tall Tales, wasn't displaying as we anticipated. That should now be fixed for everybody, so everybody should be displaying the correct curse. One of the main usability issues that we saw with fishing was that if you had a full inventory, you couldn't work out why you weren't able to collect the fish kind of off the line, so that should be much clearer now with the kind of prompt telling you that your kind of food inventory is full. As I mentioned last week, you can now rescue a player from a Kraken's mouth with a harpoon, which is genuinely the best bug fix that we've put into the game in the entire time I've been working on it, I think. And we've also rectified an issue with the Athena Fortune shop for Pirate Legends. There were a few items, I think, flags and spyglasses that weren't appearing, so those should now be back in the shop for people to purchase. So a few fixes for the arena. So first of all, there are now crew icons next to players' names, both in the tavern and out in the kind of game world of arena itself. So you can identify a player and see specifically which crew they're a part of via the icon. So that should really help kind of deciding on who to shoot in the face. We've also fixed a player's shadow loading in prior to their character model loading in, which was happening, and again gave people a little advantage that you could see, especially in arena, if you were kind of on another player's ship, and then you'd see them kind of the place they were going to be loading in. So that should now be addressed. So we've also made some improvements to the Afk solution in the game. So for people that were kind of leaving the character idling or just trying to progress by taking part in a voyage or in a session in arena, we've made some changes behind the scenes, which we're not going to tell you about because then people move the elastic band or something. But we've made some improvements. It should hopefully address a lot of the issues that we've been seeing. So looking forward to seeing kind of how that rolls out. Alongside that, something that we actually did last week, I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware that in the arena itself, we've actually reduced the time that you spend in the tavern prior to the game. So there were some settings that we had available to us in the service that we could kind of change without having to do a game update. So we made some changes and reduced quite dramatically, I think, from somewhere in the region of kind of 6 minutes to 2 minutes that you'll be spending on average in the tavern itself prior to going into the next session. So yeah, some real improvements there from the arena perspective. So that's everything that's coming out in the update today. Aside from that, at Rare at the moment, we are all about kind of looking at the feedback and the kind of data across all of the different areas of the game and folding that into our future planning. So very much just really in the meat of the kind of what's coming next, what we want to do. But the team is really focused on the top feedback points across all of the different areas of the game right now as we sort of start to roll out the future planning for kind of key content beyond just addressing the feedback on the areas that we've released. So yeah, loads of discussions going on, not too much to share on it at the moment, to be honest, but that's the focus for us as a team. You know, aside from that, obviously we're going to be at E3, that's coming up fairly soon, so in a few weeks we'll be out in LA, lots of the team will be there. Be great to see anyone that's going, so make sure you come and say hello, and aside from that, I'll see you on the seas, so cheers. Oh, sorry, I just went AFK for a moment there. But anyway, if you liked today's video, please remember to like, subscribe, or click that little ship's bell.